Hello again, everybody. So, today I'm going to react to this vegan video. I'm just going to go back into my settings here for one quick moment. Now, this vegan video that I was really turned off by. I hate titles like this because it's 2023. People should understand by now that there is no benefit to this diet. They should be they should get it because of all the others that have quit. There are more people quitting veganism, I'm sure, than there are people quitting carnivores. And if people are quitting carnivores because they're told it's dangerous or they're doing the carnivore, like, you can actually do the carnivore diet right, and you can do it wrong. The vegan diet you can't do right because either way it's wrong. The carnivore diet is the proper human diet. It's the optimal human diet, really. But there's a spectrum, and most of the spectrum is meat with maybe a little bit of vegetation and a little fruit when in season, you know? And yes, you might indulge on the fruit to gain weight for winter, but we're not living that kind of lifestyle anymore where we can indulge at any time. And that's basically, this vegan diet is making you eat in a way that isn't natural for our bodies. We're not meant to be digesting every 2 to 4 hours. We're not meant for that. We aren't. Anyways, let's get on with this. This is actually quite a short video, so I have a little more room to ramble. Here we go.
This is extremely high in protein. Probably better than most meats, honestly. A little while ago, I posted a video of my fitness transformation from when I was 14 years old to when I was 18 years old. And
I feel so bad for this dude.
I gotta say, the comments on that were awesome. You guys were extremely motivating, and it made my day, honestly. Your comments...
He sounds so... To me, he sounds very kind of depressed and almost like he needs a pick-me-up every day. He needs that kind of, like, push, you know? If he doesn't have that push, he is all down on himself, which I don't feel I need. I never did, especially on carnivore. I don't feel like I need that anymore. I think I felt that way more so. I think I felt that way when I was kind of like, you know, anemic, trying to fix myself through the other means, like adding in the hummus and the lemon waters and all that stuff for vitamin C to absorb it all and all this stuff. All that crazy crap. And what ultimately was the only thing that saved my ferritin level was carnivore.
It mean a lot. I received a question in the comments that I want to answer today because I figured it could help you guys achieve your fitness goals. The question was from Noiroy Toy, and he asked what I take for protein as a vegan. My first and most common source of protein is tofu.
Now, I actually watched this video once before, but I'm redoing this. I'm redoing the reaction that I originally did to this because I showed something at the end that I realized my screen had something up on it that I didn't want you to see. So, but this is what I mean, like, this whole tofu, of course you're going to say tofu. Of course you are. It's soy. This is also why guys, are ultimately depressed and gaining a lot of weight around the waist and all this stuff. This is why, because guys are eating a lot of soy, and that's why they're getting the breasts. And it is why. Now, I can't see the dude on the screen, but he just sounds so, you know, you're not gonna do well, buddy, eating just soy like that. And carbs. He later admits that soy has carbs. I figured that, but he just solidified the belief and made it real. So, carbs.
It's an extremely underrated superfood.
It's not a superfood, idiot. It's not. What's in it that no other plant has? They're basically all the same. Plants just have different chemicals within them that ultimately, I don't know, meat's still inferior. It doesn't matter what plant you're trying to eat. Meat is superior. Plants are inferior. I mix the two words up. Huh. And the vegans are going to say, huh, you slipped up on purpose because you know meat's inferior. No. I mix the two words up. I forget which means which, I guess. Tofu's inferior to meat. Nothing beats meat. Nothing. Because we are still the creatures that we were 250,000 years ago. It's just our lifestyle that changed. That's probably why I'm so underweight. I don't, you're not seeing me outside in the forest, carrying big kills back to the tribe. You're not seeing me with a little thing slung over my back, You're not seeing me with that kind of stuff. So my little body wouldn't be able to take all that right now. But yeah, no, meat is superior to everything else. Far superior.
It has a great balance between omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. It's well-rounded in protein. And all.
It has nothing. You know how many carbs meat has in comparison to fat and protein? I would assume tofu has way more carbs than even a pound. Like, if you were to eat a pound of meat versus a pound of tofu, I bet you'd get way more carbs out of the tofu. I think meat only has 1 to 3 grams of carbs. And that's actually not a bad thing because your body produces it. It does. If it didn't, you would die within hours, more than likely. Because you would start into hypoglycemia. You would, and I know what those symptoms are because I know what the beginning stages of it is like, because you get those shakes, right? And you're like, you have a headache and you just feel really sick, really, 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 really sick. I know what the beginning stages of hypoglycemia is. I know what it is. I had it. When you don't eat for a long time and you're on that standard American plant diet? Yeah, that.
Also has even some carbs too to help fuel your work.
You're not supposed to get shaky, by the way, going several hours without food. You're not supposed to get like that. No, you're not. No, you are not. If you get that way, you're eating way too much sugar. Way too much sugar for your body type. And body overall. I can handle a little bit of carbs. I can. Does it mean I probably should? No. But I don't get shaky, so it doesn't affect my actual blood sugar levels at all in a way that I can tell. And if it does, it's very minuscule. But maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some other things that I probably should consider as well that maybe regular blood tests just aren't seeing. Anyway.
Workouts. I generally have it before I work out, and I have it with almost every meal too. It's extremely balanced in nutrition. Heck, even if you just have a...
Dude, you sound like you have no B12 in your brain at all. You're slurring, and you just don't sound organized, I guess.
A little bit of it can cover at least a third of your nutritional goals just from that alone. It's extremely versatile to cook.
You sound like you're reading off something. It's crazy. it sounds like you're trying to sound authentic, but then you're like reading off something as you're talking.
They usually have it fried, baked, or better yet, air fried. Overall, it's a great protein to have as a vegan. The second protein that I have on a day-to-day basis is tempeh.
Same thing, exactly the same thing. But you know what I think it is? I think it's just poorly prepared soy in comparison to tofu. I think it's even less prepared because the way he describes it.
It's basically like tofu, except it's a lot more dense. So it's great if you're trying to bulk up. And
you're not going to bulk up in the way you think you will. Just saying.
and it has a different texture too. It has a crunchy texture and a nutty taste.
Blech. Who would want something that tastes like a nut if the goal is to imitate meat? Who wants that? Us carnivores are not out here making chocolate out of meat. We're not here trying to make anything like chocolate out of meat. We're not here turning broth into a kombucha-like alternative. No, we're not doing that. Nope. We're not doing that. Granted, I let myself have some kombucha because it's mainly just to add a little variety, because otherwise I just eat mostly meat and stuff, right? So, but this is ridiculous. Tofu and tempeh are the same thing. They're basically the same thing.
That if you cook it correctly, it can be very tasty. It's really good if you marinate.
Dude, you're really slurry. Like, you sound like you can't talk straight.
Marinate it and fry it, and overall it's another great protein to have. Another vegan source of protein that I have on a day-to-day basis is nutritional yeast.
Gross. Blech. Ugh. I can't yeast on its, like, okay, I know there's yeast in certain things that we eat too, but this, no.
I don't really have it in large doses, maybe like 2 tablespoons of it, but trust me, nutritional yeast has many nutritional properties.
Do you eat it on its own there, buddy? Because that's disgusting if you do. Gross. You need to get more zinc. Then you'll realize how disgusting yeast is. Because zinc is ultimately what you're how you're able to taste and smell and stuff. And dude, I'm telling you, sardines used to taste amazing to me. Now, get those things away from me. I don't care what they were canned in, get them away from me. I don't care if they were canned in spring water. Get them away. I don't want them. They are disgusting. And I just... bleh.
Properties that people never even recognize. It has more B vitamins and more nutrition than eggs.
No, it does not. Than eggs. No, it does not. I'm very sure it does not. Definitely not more nutrition. Let's be real. Let's be real. I dare you. So, tomorrow, eat 2 eggs. Then, try the nutritional yeast the next day. Or whenever the high from the eggs wears off. Wait, okay. Have 2 eggs, wait 3 days, then try the nutritional yeast. Only. You're going to feel better from the eggs.
It's half the price per serving. And
I mean, I don't buy eggs anymore. So, oh, and little Cassie Clover. I see you. By the way. I see what you're trying to do, that is. You're not blocked, honey, but try me, girl. You can't get through to me after what I've been through. So, take of that what you will. Take that how you will, honey bun.
It has all the vitamins of a pre-workout, since it has all of its B vitamins, which
If the rest of my subs don't know what I'm talking about, there was a girl that commented on some of my videos. Her handle, anyway, is Cassie Clover something something. And I did my usual, like, little comebacks, you know, like, I did say kind of stuff like, you know, yeah, because that's how we are. That's how we were 150,000 years ago, cool, or whatever. Or, yeah, keep living your dream. You know, one of them I know I said was, keep living your dream life, hun. That's what I remember saying. But she's going to twist my words if she comes back and comments again. She's going to, I just won't respond at that point. I don't care. I'm not going to listen to you if you're going to twist my words. So I might not block you, but it depends on what you say. If you put anything about religion or whatever, if you start trying to push religion of any kind, like, I don't mean your dietary beliefs. I mean other religions, like, you know, if you start doing that, I'm going to have to block you because I don't like talking about, I don't want religion to be a whole discussion on my channel. I don't. That's not what this channel's for. So I might have to block you depending on how the comment is worded. So, yeah.
can help to improve blood flow during a workout. I have this protein on a daily basis.
Nothing improves blood flow on a vegan diet. If anything, it thins your blood out dangerously to the point you could have a bleed. You will also be very low in hemoglobin, so it'll make your blood all it'll make it not good. Nope.
Before I work out, and honestly, it makes my workouts so much better. Another protein that I have when I can is actually one that nobody really talks about in the vegan community. It's powdered peanut butter.
Okay, why powdered? Why powdered? And what is this thing with no oils? 2023 and still we are not going to acknowledge the fact, we have essential fatty acids that we need or we're going to die. Plants do not have the essential fatty acids or the essential amino acids. It's more omega-6s and more, you have way more omega-6s than omega-3s, and I don't think there really is any omega-3s. And by the way, plants don't have vitamin D3 either, or retinol. So there's that.
It's basically peanut butter, but without the fat, and it tastes almost as good as the real thing.
Yeah, I wonder how that's made into powder. Oh, I bet you it's really chemical down, eh?
It's well over 50 to 60% protein, and it's only 60 calories per serving.
And there it is. You're on this diet because of an ED. Covering up your ED, aren't you, buddy? Yep, there it is.
The last protein source that I have pretty frequently is seitan.
Satan is in the name, y'all.
And it tastes almost as good as the real thing.
Wait.
It's well over 50 to 60%.
I jumped back by accident, sorry guys.
Protein, and it's only 60 calories per serving. The last protein source that I have pretty frequently is seitan.
Satan. May as well say it the way it's... No, it's Satan. The vegan diet is satanic, by the way.
Seitan is extremely high in protein.
It is satanic. And you could say, but the carnivores are the same way. They get defensive, I will admit. And I can at times. But the difference with the carnivore diet and the vegan diet is carnivore won't kill you. It won't kill you unless you eat polar bear liver, fish with really high amounts of mercury, blah, blah, blah. Dairy, and you react really badly to it. And let's see. Now, alpha-gal, I hear, it can be deadly if you're not, but if your body's really, really healthy, you're not going to be affected for long by it. It generally goes away from what I've heard. It goes away. It goes either eventually your body recovers from it, or either it just goes dormant, and unless I don't know what you would need to do to reactivate it, but you're only allergic to ruminant meat. So other than that, you could stay carnivore for the rest of your life. It won't kill you. Carnivore will not kill you. It just depends on certain sensitivities. Some people are sensitive to eggs. Some people are allergic to fish. Some people can't eat chicken and pork, which is me. So pray that I never get alpha-gal, because I cannot live on chicken and pork. I get very reflexy. There's not enough fat, and I hate pork. I hate pork. The smell, the taste. I mean, I'll eat some things with pork in them, but I won't just eat pork. No. I won't live the rest of my life just eating pork. Sorry. No, I need that. I need the iron as well from the meat and from the ruminants. So, vegans, if you're out here wishing people would get alpha-gal, you're sick. You're satanic. You're the ones that deserve karma. And you deserve it big time. Stop wishing people dead for eating meat. Stop wishing people getting alpha-gal for eating meat. Stop. Just stop. Carnivores aren't saying vegans go die. Carnivores are not saying that. Carnivores are saying learn something. Stop thinking plants are the cure-all. Plants, nobody's immortal here. Not even me, but there are some things you can prevent. And I want to prevent getting certain things, if at all possible. I don't want ticks. I don't think we have the Lone Star tick where I'm from here, but we do have what is that other tick? We have ticks here. We do have ticks here, but yeah.
Probably better than most meats, honestly.
Seitan is not better than most meats, you guys. Nothing beats meat. Nothing. Like I said, like I tried to say earlier, and this is how I meant to say it, meat is superior. Because we're human beings. We have a very small stomach. We don't have the hindgut to ferment food. We don't have that. We can handle maybe a small amount of fiber. Small amount. That's why when you eat a salad one day, if it's one day and typically you eat stuff with no fiber and then you eat a salad, that's why you don't get sick right away, because the fiber doesn't immediately but carbs, by the way. But yeah, this is we're human beings. We don't have a hindgut. We have an appendix, not a cecum, and yeah. So there's that.
Only maybe chicken breast, fish, some really lean meats.
You shouldn't even be eating lean meats. I don't know what you eat on your planet, but I live on planet Earth and I eat meat. I live on planet Earth and I eat meat. Okay? Because I'm a human, and human beings are supposed to eat meat, preferably ruminants. Preferably.
But other than that, this is practically pure vegan protein. Seitan is made from vital wheat gluten, so...
That's awful. That is awful, 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 awful. Don't care if you have gluten intolerance. It's awful. Do not do this. Do not do this. Gluten rips apart your freaking stomach.
I wouldn't recommend having this if you have a gluten intolerance.
Yeah. No crap. Why laugh?
That would be pretty dreadful of an experience. However, for those that aren't, this is an extremely good source of protein. And even
I don't know if that was actually that sound in the background that he put in there. I don't know if that was an exaggeration or if that actually happens. I used to have pains. They made me like groan and moan, almost like, ugh. I don't know. Ever since I started upping my fat intake, I don't have them that bad anymore.
even though it's pretty unbalanced in its amino acid profile, if you pair it with other vegan sources of protein, this
No, that's not going to work. That is not going to work. It is not in the slightest. Not even in the slightest. It's not going to work. You make no sense.
is a great tool to help you achieve your protein goals. Anyways, that was it for this video. If you guys have any questions or ideas for...
That is none of that's going to help. None of that's going to help. None of that. You're not going to up your protein eating like that. You're not. Well, guys, yeah. So we know he is ignorant, beyond ignorant. It's repulsive almost to think that 2023 and people still believe this crap after they surely have seen the fall of the vegan movement, the fall of Beyond Meat and all that crap. They're trying so hard, but yet they're failing so beautifully. Mwah. I love it for us carnivores. I love it. You guys. When all of you vegan meat companies, when all of you inevitably at some point fall down the gutter, like the bowling balls you are, and I mean that like, you're just rolling, hoping you're going to get somewhere and hit the right pins, and then everybody's good and you get the score and everybody goes vegan. Once you inevitably get the gutter, and you will, and once you do, we're going to be dancing like no one's watching us. I'll be so happy. I'll write songs about it. Have fun trying to convince the world that humans were actually vegan all along, because it'll never work out. I'm sure even you eat meat behind closed doors. Don't you lie to me. Stop lying. Stop it. Stop it. Because we know. You eat meat behind closed doors. You know what that shows? That shows that you are wrong about the vegan diet. And you know what else that shows? It means you're not willing to lead by example. You should be leading by example. Eat that vegan diet. Get all emaciated. Show us how wonderful being emaciated truly is. Okay? And no amount of protein, vegan protein, no amount of that crap is going to help. So, keep that in mind. Okay, bye. See you later, carnivores.